Jeffrey starts making some money. What do you think he spends it on? Himself. Jeffrey's the kind of guy to buy designer clothes to impress his other Jeffrey friends. They didn't like him in the first place and they still don't like him now, but they act all hype seeing him in the same clothes that they've wasted their own money on. It's a circle jerk of friends who have invested their money into Nike and Yeezy company instead of themselves. Meanwhile, Jeffrey's family are broke and his parents work hard to provide for him. Do not be like Jeffrey. Adonis. Adonis is a minimalist. He doesn't need much to be happy. He has the trees and the grass and some sunlight. That keeps him content. And it's strange, you would see a man in that position and think that he was broke, but Adonis is extremely wealthy. He just chooses to reinvest back in himself, his family, his loved ones, instead of other companies. Adonis's tribe flourishes because of his good financial decisions. He helped his parents who for the longest time provided for him. That is a man of respect. That is a man's duty. Usually I start these videos off by telling you a mistake that I've made. It's like a practice of my own humility and authenticity. I tell you a mistake that I've made and I tell you how you can learn from that. I'm gonna be totally honest, in this case, I truly haven't actually made any mistakes in terms of materialistic purchases.
Damn, I guess Hamza is way better than me at this stuff. First of all, Aaron Cortez, I am an Orthodox Christian, Orthodox catechumen, with, of course, the blessing of the priest to do these things. And I want to talk about this idea of consumerism, this idea that you just have to buy things, buy things, buy things, buy things. This idea of shop therapy, of buying new things, of just being so materialistic. I'm actually both and, meaning I like things, but I'm also a minimalist. There's this idea that I have. I'm very, very good at compartmentalizing, and I'm very, very good at detachment. So I remember this. This was when I started just started making my money, and I genuinely bought a pair of pants from Suit Supply for like 200, 300 bucks. Now, as somebody who just recently made money and was fairly middle class, maybe even low middle class, I bought pants at H&M. Okay. Now, because I didn't really like how the pants fit, I still paid the $300 to got them all tailored, tapered, and everything. I did not like how the pants fit. I wore them twice and then threw them away. I'm kind of like that with things. My idea is that this thing has served its purpose. Therefore, but I'm also not very afraid to spend money on things. So the idea of this video is that consumerism really does eat away at the soul. It really does eat away at the soul. I have been very, very frivolous with my money. I haven't been really good with money. I just recently started being on track with budgeting and tracking my finances daily and trying to make more money, trying to ascend myself, trying to build a business and things like that. And it's been really good. It's been a really good practice. I say all of this to say, the idea that we need all of these materialistic things, you see this on Instagram, you see Andrew Tate do it, you see Iman Gaji, even Hamza, all of these materialistic wealth, the Rolexes, the gold chains, the making $100,000 in a second, all of it means nothing without Jesus Christ. Think about it. Think about that for a second. It's not being frivolous, it's not being wishy-washy. Think about it. Without Jesus Christ, all of it means nothing. It's the same idea of like without God, murder isn't bad. Like it means nothing. It really does mean nothing. If we can fundamentally understand that murder is not wrong without God, then we can also fundamentally say that without Jesus Christ, all of this money, all of this wealth, all of this looks maxing, all of it means nothing. So this idea of consumerism, of just being so materialistic, and we buy things not because they're expensive, not because they just look fancy. That's one side of the spectrum. The other side of the spectrum that people barely see is it's a deal. It's on sale, so I have to buy it. Oh, I got this for $20 off. Okay, did you need it? Did you need the thing? Jesus himself John the Baptist had nothing. He was a homeless person with nothing but the clothes on his back. Same thing with Jesus. It was said that Jesus was a sojourner. He didn't even have a roof over his head or a pillow to lay his head on. So these men, these great men, didn't need anything. They didn't even have anything. So are we any better? Are we any better? Now, I'm not saying that having things is bad. I'm just saying, do you need them? when we purchase things, the art of spending money by Morgan Housel is a beautiful thing for this. When we spend money for things, do we spend money because it genuinely this purchase gives us joy? Do we have a purpose for this thing? Is it a hobby? Is it something that we can genuinely utilize for the improvement of our lives, for the improvement of the people around us? Or are the things themselves controlling us? It's kind of like this idea of in the book it talks about how, oh, I'm buying this thing so that it looks cool for other people. But you didn't even like the rug. You didn't like the chair. You didn't like the things that you bought. You spend money you don't have to buy things you don't like to impress the people who you don't even know. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Always been way more of a minimalist, even before minimalism was cool. And the YouTubers who have like the simple houses and I was more of like just an essentialist where like I would buy the things that I would need and that's it. Since I've started making more and more money from this business, and we make a lot of money from YouTube, I've seen more and more comments and criticisms of me, and I've seen people make fun of me that I live at home with my family. I've seen people make fun of me in the comments that I wear a bathrobe, that when they see me in my real life outside of YouTube, that I wear the same clothes. Yeah, I wear the same clothes. There's a black puffer jacket that I bought about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I bought it to resell for profit. So one of the first businesses I made when I was around 20 or 21 years old was reselling clothes on eBay. And so I bought this black knight puffer jacket to resell, and I actually felt a little bit guilty where I was like, no, like it actually looks really good on me, I might keep it, and I'll wear it all the time. And that's exactly what I did. So a few days ago, I posted on my Instagram story of how much money that we're making in this business. It's about 30,000 a month. And I know that might have just spiked something in your Jeffrey brain. You're like, wait, what? No, you're not making that much money. That's impossible. Whatever you want to believe. But I've said some like honest stuff on this channel, so I think you know by now, like I'm not afraid of telling the truth. And the caption of this Instagram story that I uploaded was 30k a month, but you'll still see me wearing the same jacket. It pains me to see young men who have just about started making some money spend it all on other people's companies. I know I sound like a kid when I say this, but I make 10 times more than the average person. But why then does the average guy's outfit that I walk past cost 10 times more than mine? It blows my fucking mind that young men who aren't wealthy spend hundreds on their clothes, hundreds on like 200 pounds on Nike, like new Nike trainers that you want to go buy from the shop. Why not buy them pre?
I nowadays only buy unbranded shoes. You see me walking around, you will not see a single logo apart from one pair of shoe that I have. You'll see me walking around for the most part, and you won't see a brand on my shoe. I don't have Nikes. I don't have like Yeezys. I don't have any of these things. I buy like $40, $50 shoes. The one pair of branded shoes that I have, which is my Alexander McQueen's, those are reps. They are reps. I like how they look. And I will tell people, oh, I like your shoe. Oh, thanks. They're reps. I don't care about these things. Also, I just have this fashion. I really like the fashion of old money. Old money just doesn't necessitate a brand. Majority of my wardrobe is Shein. I will buy a complete wardrobe set. A complete wardrobe set. A complete wardrobe set for $200. $200. A complete wardrobe set. Turtleneck, pants, sweaters, shirts, socks. My shoes, Colehan. $40 Calvin Kleins. Like I don't need things. I don't need things. So I was looking up this article. So I'm just gonna read it to you. It says, consumerism brings no security in life. Though your riches increase, do not set your heart on them. So the idea that richness, or the idea of richness, the idea of things, the idea that we need things, we have things, right? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to want things. It's not a bad thing to have these desires, but to have them consume us, right? Psalm chapter 62, verse 10. The merchandise we amass today can be gone tomorrow. Psalm chapter 119:36 shows us the proper perspective. Turn my heart towards your statutes and not toward selfish gain. Much better than consumerism is godliness, because godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. 1 Timothy chapter 8 or chapter 6 verses 6 to 8. That's basically what I wanted to share with this video. It's that you don't need these things. You don't need it. You can want them, right? You can want them. You can 100% want them all you want. You can be like, oh, dang. You can have these thoughts are perfectly fine. It's not your first thought that really is the sin. It's your second thought. It's your third thought. It's your fourth thought. It's your fifth thought. It's your second thought. It's your third thought, fourth thought, fifth thought. It's whether or not you dwell on these things. Are you letting the thoughts consume you? Use things, not people. Use things, not people. Do not buy things for the sake of impressing people. Buy things because you like them. And also, if you make a lot of money, if you make a lot of money and you're like, dude, I've always been into cars. You're a nerd about specs. You're a nerd about things. This is your hobby, and you want to buy $100,000 car on $1 million income. You are not gonna hear a single thing from me. But it's when you get consumed of these things, when you get in massive debt for it, when you let every action be dictated because someone told you to buy it, or someone told you to look good, or someone told you to want these things. Why did that person that it wasn't even your thought to want these things to begin with. Somebody put that thought in you. That's all I gotta say. That is all I gotta say. My name is Aaron Cortez, Orthodox Christian. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel to learn more about Orthodoxy, to learn more about Christianity, and I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe, and God bless you.